Hi, this is Charles Laird with Four Houses Realty, and I'm here with David K., the mortgage strategist with Success Mortgage Partners. David, got a lot of buyers out there right now looking to get deals done, and affordability is an issue. You've got some creative ways of making these things happen. I can tell you, Dave usually closes deals pretty damn fast. So, Dave, how do you make it happen, man?
Thank you, Charles. And I always like working with Charles Laird at Four Houses Realty because he's a true pro. And just good working with him. I love this guy. So thank you for having me, Charles. And it is about affordability right now. With the rising interest rate environment, you want to get people in at the lowest payment possible, especially over the first 2 years. So to do that, we are using a seller-paid 2-1 buy-down. Go into those details at another time, or over a buyer consult. But it gets the buyer in at 2% below market rate first year, 1% below market rate the second year. Much better than a price reduction. Saves the buyer about $8,000 depending on the purchase price over the first 2 years. And then you're probably going to refinance before it goes up to the note rate in the third year.
All right.
And then you tell me right now in the market, we both know, but is it tough? There's still a lot of buyers bidding on houses. Is it tough to get that offer on top of the stack?
Yeah. So right now what we're finding is that, and I guess we're going fully, we might as well break it down for y'all. So right now what we're finding is that houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. Buyers are still having issues with the monthly mortgage note. So they're not too concerned with rate. They're more concerned with how much they have to pay every month. Right? And so that becomes a scary thing for them. And so they're kind of hesitant on putting deals forward. So as a matter of fact, what's happening is we are experiencing longer days on market. And so that's what we're running into right now. It's just getting buyers off the fence.
Okay. So what I do with our buyers and our buyer consults, it's like you said, it's all about affordability. But just to move away from that for 1 second, once we get all our numbers set, we have a strategy to get you in at the lowest payment, possibly using that 2-1 buy down. There's other conversations to have there regarding affordability too, which we get into. But it's also important because you're probably not going to be the only offer on the house.
Right.
Even though the pendulum swung a little bit towards buyers and you're seeing some price reductions, there's still competition out there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So we want to, as a team, get your offer to the top of the stack. And one way we're doing that is we get the buyer in early, educate the buyer, and then we fully underwrite the file. And in doing so, we put ourselves in a position to make a much more powerful case to the seller to get your offer on top of the stack.
Okay.
And how that conversation goes.
Yeah, how does that work?
You make the offer,
okay,
and then I call the listing agent because the offer is going to come with a $10,000 closing guarantee.
What, $10,000? What is that?
So this is the beauty of it.
This goes to the buyer?
This goes to the seller.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, because it's all about building the buyer's credibility.
Right.
You want that offer on top of the stack. We've already dealt with getting the buyer in with the lowest possible rate, some tools to get, to help you out over the first 2 years. I have strategies for that. But those don't mean anything unless you get the offer accepted.
Right.
So we get the buyer in early, fully underwrite the file, we make an offer with our $10,000 closing guarantee. The conversation goes something like this. You make the offer, it's got the closing guarantee with it, and then I call Mr. or Mrs. Listing Agent, and I tell them how great the buyer is. I spread some sunshine around the room about our team and the buyer, and then I tell them, okay, this isn't just a pre-approval. This buyer is fully underwritten. We can close in 10 to 12 days, and we back it. You say, if we don't, Mr. Seller, we're going to pay you $10,000. We'll write the seller check for $10,000. So what that does is the listing agent, your offer just went on top of the stack.
Right, that's right.
So now we're in.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. So if you have any other questions about what we do and how we make these things happen, Charles Laird, Four Houses Realty. My number is 248-431-0544. You can message me, or you can get a hold of Dave, the strategist, directly with
734-891-4348. Be happy to talk with you because how we work is we educate, we don't sell. So it's we take the time, make sure you understand your numbers. Happy to do all that. there's no commitments, and then we talk about affordability and working with Charles and getting your house.
Yeah, and if you see any of the other videos on this channel, you know that we are about education, and so I think you'll get a lot of value out of this. So thank you for tuning in.